What's going on, everyone? July 21st. Just getting out here to my new lease. I decided this year I was going to try to pick up some more ground. I lost 50 acres on my main farm that I hunt. So I decided start looking around, see if I could find anything. And luckily, about a week ago, I had this property fall into my lap. Got it locked down, and just getting out here today to really put my boots on the ground and see what it is out here. I leased it, based it on aerial maps, so looks good. I know it's in a decent neighborhood. It's a little bit farther from my normal range that I hunt, but willing to try something new, and you never know, it could pay off. So I did bring some signs with me today. I can show you. I just put this sign up. Just want to kind of get everything posted. I don't know if there's any signs around the property or not, and like I said, I'm not really from around this area, so I want to make sure that people know that this is being leased out, and I don't want nobody on here. So I'll take you along with me today, and we'll get some cameras hung up and see what we see. So getting up here and walking this, looks like the landowner actually mows some strips up through here. So what this is a bunch of walnut trees that they planted. You can see basically rows, but it's all overgrown. There's lots of little cedar trees mixed in. Looks like it could be some really good bedding. This hillside that I'm up on right now is a big south-facing ridge, and I'm walking to the back side of this to see what the egg field is. I believe it's beans, but I'm gonna get back here and see what we got. While I'm walking back here on this mowed path here, almost back here to the egg field, and look what I just ran into. Looks like a shed, I assume, that got mowed over. Say it's a couple years old, but it's a good sign. I mean, right here on the mowed path. Awesome. So I'm just getting to about the center of the property here, and I think this is a place that I'm going to look into doing maybe a late season food plot. Back over here, it's all big south facing ridge. Should be great for bedding late season. And a lot of these valleys all kind of run to this point. So we're surrounded by egg fields. So I think down in here, this would be a great late season food plot. Probably about 2 acres. So get in here probably in the next couple weeks, get this mowed off and get it planted before a big rain. All right, well, I'm just getting on the back side of the property here. I was coming back here to see what the egg field is, and it looks like we got a big hay field. It's hard to see in this taller grass, but you can see that this grass is kind of ran down. There's a couple beds along this edge. So I think I'm gonna walk up a little bit farther, just kind of check this edge a little bit more, see if I can find a better trail, and we'll try to get a camera, see what's going into this hayfield. All right, we got the first camera set up here. Got the stealth cam set up there. Like I said, you got path coming down here, got these couple mowed paths, and this works out back here to a hayfield. So don't know what to expect, but hopefully we can catch something coming through here. So one thing I think is going to be a challenge of hunting this farm is, you can see there's not a lot of big trees in here. They're all trees that they planted maybe 10-15 years ago. I mean, the biggest tree I've seen so far is maybe as big as my leg here. So it's gonna create a challenge, but I think we get some blinds in here. And some of these trees you can still get a stand in, just getting in the right cover. But getting back in here on this back side, there is a lot more deer sign than I was expecting. There's actually some big dirt paths. I've been seeing lots of beds off this field edge and lots of deer poop. So it's a good sign. It's making me hopeful, because once again, I didn't know what to expect coming in here. So I just got the third camera hung up here. You can see we got a path mode that comes down through here. If you look out here, got corn back there. This is all alfalfa here coming down. Here's our camera. Hoping we catch something coming out of here or out here feeding in the hayfield at night. I think that's going to wrap up the day. Feel pretty accomplished getting out to the new farm and getting some boots on the ground out there, getting some cameras up, and gonna start scouting that, seeing what we got running around.
What's up, you guys? It's July 16th. We're out to a new permission piece today. We're gonna do some work with the tractor. The main focus today is to get some cameras up and to create a better access to get to an area where I'd like to build a food plot for this fall. So we're gonna go in and do some cutting and try to make a good, easy access. So we'll see what happens. I have 2 cameras up on this farm right now. Haven't had anything too exciting show up, but I'm hoping with a little bit of work we'll be able to have quite a few good ones this fall to go after. So stay with us, and we'll see what kind of progress we can get done today. Alright, you guys, we made it to the plot. We were going to try to cut a access through the timber, but once we got in a little ways, we found that there's a pretty big ravine in there, and I thought we'd be able to cross it, but it's pretty deep and I didn't want to risk it. So we trimmed the trees along the corn, and there's a pretty good grass path around, so it should be pretty easy to get in here from now on, now that we got it trimmed out. The main objective today is a tornado went through here a lot of years ago, and there was a lot of debris and brush and everything in here, and I want to make this kind of a very nice clover plot and then plant some brassicas in it. So I want to get all this brushy stuff cleared out of here. There's a lot of little dead trees in here that I'd like to get cleared out, and then next week hopefully we'll be able to get in here and get it sprayed and then get it tilled up and hopefully get some stuff planted. I know we're a little late, but with the process of the landowner buying it and everything, we could just get in here recently. So let's start with getting some of the brush cleared out and see what it looks like once we got her cleaned up. Alright guys, so we got the plot cleaned up pretty good today. We pushed all of the brush and the bushes and the junk tin that was kind of piled up in here all to the east side of the plot, and right on the back side of that there's a ridge with a good trail that runs across the bluffs here, and then there's a good creek running through there. We cut down some trees to get some sunlight in here, so hopefully once we get something planted it'll start growing pretty good. We'll be back in here this week to spray this, and then next weekend to till it. Hopefully we can get something in the ground in the next few weeks, so pretty excited for this. I think in the next few years we'll have a really good plot, and this fall we'll really figure out how the deer use this farm, so hopefully everything works out. So stay tuned, keep up to date on all the videos. I know the rest of the Outdoor X Media guys are working really hard, so it's going to be a really good year this year, so stay tuned.